We have used every meter of this ship that we can to make our theater as wide as possible, and that's why we have to focus on collapsing the set. We're the technical direction team here in the Walt Disney Theater aboard the beautiful Disney Destiny, and we're here to show you how we cram 3 Broadway-style musicals into 1 Broadway-style theater. Let's go take a look. Our scenery starts its journey here at the shell door. We're up here on deck 2. We have to load it in through this huge platform, and then we have to fit all of our scenic units through this tiny portal. You can see that this door is a lot smaller than our scenic units, so everything has to come in little pieces that we then bolt together with a team of carpenters and electricians. And then, when it's assembled, we can put it over here in the scene dock.
So one of our first plans after coming up with what all 3 shows need is the pack plan, because we have a limited amount of space. This is the only space that isn't stage for storage. So we have to Tetris everything into this space and make sure it all fits together. We have 1 show on stage pretty much at all times, and then we have a 2-3 hour window to swap that show for whatever's next in the itinerary. So be it Hercules or Frozen or Seas the Adventure. And then this is never seen by the audience, obviously. This is Hercules packed away, ready to come out when Frozen comes off stage.
We deal with a lot of different things depending on which type of show we're doing. Hercules has a lot of rectangular pieces, so we're allowed to get a lot bigger because we can fit them inside. You can see our limitations here. Those column units, they are exactly as tall as that ceiling there. So we find as big as we can get to give you the biggest show possible. We've done other shows like Disney The Tale of Moana. That's filled with rounded natural shapes, so those pieces have to be a little bit smaller so that we can fit them in weird angles. But all of that is planned first before we build a single thing.
You can even see with this gazebo that itself is kind of a half circle and how it's affected the pack of this space. We've been able to line up the stair units, the column units, the carts with scenery for one of the other productions, all lines up very nicely. But then we have this half circle unit that is kind of throws the lining up a little bit, but because we've been able to pack everything else so well, it's not a major concern for us.
I want to show you some of our props as well. Come this way. So you can see inside of this performer-driven step unit, we found all of this prop storage in here. These are the things that don't come about until after we've designed the scenery. So we use every inch available to us to be able to store all of these small elements. We used every inch that's available to us down here, so we also have to go up there. These chains here are a huge elevator lift that can take scenery up to our deck 4 level, where we have a whole nother storage location. We can strap things off up there. But as you can see, that creates a limiting factor. So our units can only be as tall as that safe edge right up there. That rubber safe edge, that describes our height. But that allows us to create 2 levels of storage, so then we can have all those props and puppets that you've seen on our stages.
So with the limited space, we have to come up with some clever ideas for storing props and scenic elements in the wings. As you can see, if you turn around very quickly, you can see there's not a lot of space when you're standing into the wings from what the audience can see. So we have to come up with solutions. So for our Frozen show, we do have this Knight and Bust that do come out during the performance, but when they come out, they're lined up together. It would take up a lot of space. So during the show, this piece has to be assembled by the deck technicians. The piece goes out, it does its time out on the stage, and when it comes back, it's disassembled, strapped to the wall, so that they can continue to keep this space open for other performers and other props and scenic elements to come through here. We do also have the option in certain occasions, and even if it's for another show, as you can see, our friend the Rock Titan from our Hercules production, he is strapped away to the wall and kind of hung up here, and he will just live here the entire time, no matter what show is playing, just out of the way and ready for his big moment on stage.
So that's how we do it. I hope you all get a chance to come on the ship and see our shows sometime soon.